Shame on you, YouTube. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on YouTube.
Featuring the most powerful iPhone camera yet. Get it with Boost Infinite and transcend to a wireless utopia. The new titanium iPhone 15 Pro on us, no trade-in needed. Enjoy unlimited wireless with the latest iPhone every year for $60 a month.
This is a picture taken by my fiancée outside the sack of suds. We agree on this?
Yeah.
I'd like to submit this picture to Tire Tracks as evidence.
It's drawn. No objection, Your Honor.
Miss Vito, did you take this picture?
You know I did.
And what is this picture of?
You know what it's of.
Miss Vito, it has been argued by me, the defense, that two sets of guys met up at the sack of suds at the same time, driving identical.
Shame on YouTube. Shame on YouTube. Boy, the YouTube police came after me. The YouTube police came after me. Shame on them. Shame on this movie too. Shame on them. But they rather keep woke stuff up, you know? What kind of garbage is that? They go, we removed your stream.
No.
Kev, they just gave me a warning, but apparently if I do it again, I can't stream for a week. Shame on them. You know what's funny, Kev? If I put on CNN, and, all that crap, it's with Trump, they won't do nothing. YouTube has gone woke. So YouTube, a big F you. Watch it. As soon as this is over, I'll put on CNN. Watch. Well, I can't show it. I can let it. I can listen. You can listen to it, but I can't show it. Hey, watch. I'll put on CNN. This is over. Watch. They won't do nothing. They'll say, "Oh, Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is. Biden, Biden, Biden."
It's the limited slip differential which distributes power equally to both the right and left tires. The 64 Skylark had a radius differential which anyone who's been stuck in the
Kev.
knows you step on the gas, one tire spins, the other tire does nothing.
So that's things I can't show. WWE,
Now there's more.
this movie,
When the left tire moves
and
up on the curb and the right
baseball.
tire stays flat and even.
You know what's funny? I showed some movies on my Google TV a few weeks ago. And my library, like Top Gun, and they didn't kick me off. I mean, isn't that hilarious? I had like Top Gun, I had like Back to the Future, and they didn't kick me off. I mean, that's hilarious. So after this movie's over, it's on my banned list. Yeah, audio's okay, I just can't show it.
And because both cars were made by GM, both cars available in metallic.
How old is this movie? 1982? It's funny, I showed the whole Top Gun movie. The whole Top Gun movie. They didn't complain. And they had, Berlin playing the soundtrack? I mean, Kenny Loggins, I mean, that's hilarious.
In that case, Your Honor, I'd like to recall George Wilbur.
You understand now?
It's funny, I could play the whole movie of Top Gun on here.
You realize you're
Yeah, Berlin and Kenny Loggins and whoever. And that's hilarious. And I played Back to the Future too. And I played, what was the other movie? The Blues Brothers too. The Blues Brothers even. The Blues Brothers. And then they kicked me off.
Mr. Will, in your expert opinion, would you say that everything Mr.
I guarantee if I tried to stream on Facebook, they would not cut me off.
I have to say that.
And is there any way in the world the Buick and the defendants...
But shame on this movie, shame on the channel. On AMC. If I owned this movie on my playlist, they couldn't do a damn thing. I owned the damn movie, even though it was their movie. But I paid for it, you know.
No more questions.
Oh, I don't make money on it.
Sheriff Bob. Sheriff Bob. Which plan?
On a hunch, I took it upon myself to check out if there was any information on a 63 Pontiac Tempest stolen or abandoned recently. This computer readout confirms that two boys who fit the defendant's description were arrested 2 days ago by Sheriff Tillman in Jasper County, Georgia, for driving a stolen metallic mint green 1963 Pontiac Tempest with a white convertible top, Michelin marked XGB tires, size 75R 14.
Is that it?
No. A 357 Magnum revolver was found in their possession.
Sheriff Bob, just to refresh the court's memory, what caliber bullet was used to murder Jimmy Willis?
357 Magnum.
Exactly. Yeah, it's funny. I can stream the Blues Brothers. I can stream Top Gun, and Back to the Future 1 and 2, but so big F you to this movie and this channel.
Strong. In light of Miss Vito's, Mr. Wilkins' testimony.
So does Coach still have his cake, his hood cake? Thank God that movie's over. My cousin Vinny, fuck you.
Deals only in the DQ app, but it's only for a limited time. So you gotta hustle. Already got mine. Way to go, Craig. DQ, happy tastes good.
Watch, I'll put on CNN. Oh, we lost it in the car wash. Oh, we made it to the car wash. Watch, I put on CNN. Watch, you know, CNN. They'll all say the Donald Trump or the idiot in office. Watch, they won't cut me off. My cousin Vinny, fuck you.
Strong spirit in President Zelensky that has guided his country through this.
And we see much more support for Ukraine from the Senate. I mean,
Can you believe this crap?
today, walking with Senator
Zelensky in Ukraine, he wants more money.
Outside, I mean, it's a different story. Speaker Kevin McCarthy, he avoided the public with Zelensky. We did see these
Hey,
photos
can you believe that the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, wants more aid? Would you give him more aid? Hell no. He pleads for aid after missiles hit Ukraine. Hey, oh well. Would you give him more aid?
I do. I think you know that, as you just discussed on your panel there, that Speaker And he did say after the meeting, I heard the report.
He's just a Yankee, Kev.
And you've got a number of Republicans over in the House standing with Ukraine. Yes, you
Tell Zelensky, hell
I
no.
would like to ask them to their faces, what do you think China's going to think if we withdraw? What are our allies going to think?
Yeah, Zelensky, it says on here, yeah, Zelensky pleads for more aid. How much money have we given Ukraine?
This America repeats, and America stands
He blows it like faster than I gamble.
That is what this is about. And
Shit, if I had billions of dollars, shit, I wouldn't be asking for aid.
Cover bill holding up of military nominations as their families sit in limbo, it does make me wonder, whose side are you on here? And I can tell you that Democratic leadership is firmly on the side of our military, of our soldiers, and
Oh, that's a lie.
for America and across the world.
Do you buy that the Democrats are on the side of the military? Bullshit. Bullshit.
The White House announced which those first 10 drugs are that are going to be subject to
Medicare deal to negotiate drug prices are in jeopardy.
Think you'll ultimately be successful here?
I do. Basically, 20 years ago, for some reason, Congress agreed to pharma language that put in the sweetheart deal in writing that basically blocked negotiation on behalf of the nation's 50 million seniors for less expensive drugs. As a result, they're paying
Do you buy what she's saying?
2% more for drugs and other industrial.
Do you buy what she's saying?
Under the president's leadership, I've led this
The president's
program.
leadership.
Finally got
Oh
it
my
passed.
lord, what's she
First,
smoking?
10 drugs announced, things
The
like
president's
Xarelto,
leadership.
Things like Januvia, things like Eliquis. These drugs just last year, 9 million Americans forked out $3.4 billion, not million, billion dollars in out-of-pocket costs. So this isn't a big deal. This is, as the president says, a big epic deal. So you've got 10 drugs out there first. Next
Boy,
year,
what is she
15
smoking?
more, then 15 more. You've got caps on the insulin at $35 a month for seniors who want to expand it. You've got out-of-pocket costs limited to $2,000 per year.
Do you buy any of this that she's saying? That's a senator from Minnesota.
And I can't wait to see President Biden make that point in a debate.
Oh boy, he's gonna actually get in a debate? Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Democrats in the Senate and the House have passed that bill.
Oh boy.
Capitol Hill, Senator, thank you for censoring yours for us tonight.
I
Thank
would
you.
always censor.
Thank you.
I'm only quoting the president.
Well, that
Thank
makes
you.
it okay. Thanks so much, Senator Klobuchar.
See ya.
And coming up next, he said he would never retire, but now Rupert Murdoch is doing just that, hanging up his hat, and he has picked his successor. A real-life succession tale may not necessarily be final. We'll tell you more next.
Did you think she was smoking the good stuff? President's leadership. Oh boy. Keep giving money to Ukraine. You know what's funny? Our government, you know, they're on the verge of a shutdown, and they all went home. They all took their ball and went home.
And dependable. Our goal is a cleaner, healthier planet for generations to come. For a better tomorrow, we're focused on making plastics better today. And Morgan Stanley, old school hard work, needs both in your thinking.
And so yeah, if anybody thinks I'm gonna vote in the next election, hell no, I didn't even vote in the midterms last year. If I'm gonna vote in 2024, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna vote, put my cat's name on it, the ballot. Yep. Fuck them all. They can all go to hell for all I care. Retire, you know, they all need to retire. I'm sure my cat could be do a better job in the White House meowing than that Pinocchio in office. Exactly, can vote for myself. You know what's funny? I'm Democrat. I'm registered Democrat. And I think that they're all full of shit. The president's leadership. Come on, man. I don't want to see, don't get me wrong. I don't like Donald Trump either. Because you know if he went back in the office, he'll be saying, oh, I'm getting revenge on this and same old shit. Get somebody new, you know. Get some young blood in there. Hell, even vote for Coach. Vote for Coach or Braun, you know? Go for anybody, even Martin. I mean, is it? I mean, isn't that funny though? There's a guy, well, the former president. Isn't that funny that they're allowing someone who has 91 charges from indictments run for president? You know that kind of message it is. If you're a criminal and you have a long record like that, don't get me wrong, Trump's not guilty, but it's telling basically every criminal, hey, you can run for president. And my mom, well, I don't want you to disagree with me or you could hate me, but if you're running for president and you have a criminal record like Trump, he have 91 charges? He should not be running for president. I'm sorry. Because look at it this way. If you're a felon, you can't vote. I mean, and isn't the law if you're a convicted felon, you can't run? You can't be in the office. I mean, sure, Trump's not guilty yet, but or he may never be. But I think it's I mean, 91 charges. I mean, it's not like it's only like 2 or 3, but 91. I mean, it is what it is. But someone asked me if I'm gonna vote for either him or Biden. I said, hell no. I ain't voting for any of them.
I did not see it coming this morning. So in that regard, it certainly wasn't. Also, Rupert Murdoch has always said he would leave his office being first.
Yeah, he's talking about never retiring, and that's why I think part of this is surprising to people who follow him and watch him.
Yep.
5 months after we saw that $787 million defamation settlement coming, I mean, they still have the Smartmatic lawsuit that Fox is dealing with, in addition to what they saw with Dominion. Is any of this a factor in why he's stepping down now?
I have had no indication, and none of our reporters.
You know, when I get a computer, I can download my PlayStation emulator on there. If I get a computer, I'll do some live streams on playing some video games, PlayStation games. Because I can screen record the game, but then I have to post it to YouTube. But yeah, if I get a computer, I can download the emulator, and yeah, I can do some video game streams. Sure, I might get a copyright for the wrestler's music, but even though it's like a 10-second,
I mean, he's someone who's criticized Trump in the past.
Oh, I don't have any money for a laptop King Top. Yeah, no money. Especially when you have to pay gas and because gas here, King Top, it's almost $6 a gallon. The highest I've seen is $5.99. Other than that, gas is like $5.39, $5.59. It went up like 70 cents since I moved here. John Ferrer, like what? Get naked? No. John Ferrer, what's your opinion about this country? Especially the president of Ukraine wants more aid. Would you, John Ferrer, if you were president, would you give Ukraine more aid? I mean, they got enough money, and their president, I don't know what the hell he does with the billions of dollars, but he gambles it, but it's gone faster than I gamble. I don't know what the hell I don't know if Russia grabs it or somebody, but what is it, 140 billion? It's gone in like what, 6 months or a year? I mean, that's crazy. 140 billion gone in 1 year. I mean, jeez. I don't know what the hell they do with their money, but absolutely hell no. Tell them hell no. Oh, I know. Then you have people in this country, like this channel. I don't know if you heard of Walter, but you have the senator from Minnesota going, "Oh, the president's great leadership." He's in a debate. I'm like, "Oh boy, this is gonna be fun." I mean, he ain't no fucking leader. He's a liar. Yeah, I don't have money for a laptop, so if y'all want to get me a laptop on eBay, hey, you can ship it on Amazon. I'll just go pick it up across the street.
The biggest impact this is going to have?
At the Amazon locker.
Well, I will be watching what it means.
Yeah, I would love a laptop for my birthday. From any of y'all, if y'all want to get me a laptop. Yeah, because my birthday's in 30 days. And I'll do some home streams, because I can download the emulator for the PlayStation, and yeah, I can do some video game streams. Because I can't show movies, I can do some video game streams, you know. I can do some webcam streams. Yeah, when you have to pay gas and yeah, so and other bills, yeah, you don't have money for a laptop.
Yeah, major questions. Jim Rudenberg, thank you for covering it and joining us tonight.
Thanks so much.
President Biden, meanwhile, sending hundreds more troops to the border as migrants there are overwhelming the Texas town of Eagle Pass tonight. There are stunning scenes playing
More
out
crises at the border.
border.
What else is new?
Former Homeland Security Secretary will talk to us next about the crisis, what will the solutions be. That's next.
What else is new? More crises at the border. Didn't you have a president going, oh, there's no crisis at the border? Like bullshit. Yeah, if y'all want to send me any mail, you can send it to the Amazon, or you can send it to my address. I can take mail, any kind of mail from y'all. Just don't send me any sex toys. But oh, that's a shame, John. But yeah, if y'all want to send me some mail, I can post the address. But yeah, there's an Amazon box right across the street, Amazon locker. Y'all can send it there too.
As a cardiologist, when I put my patients on a statin to reduce cholesterol, I also tell them it can deplete their CoQ10 levels. I recommend taking Cunol CoQ10. Cunol has 3 times better absorption than regular CoQ10. Cunol, the brand I trust.
Well, you're close in New York, John. Isn't New York City a sanctuary city? By the idiot governor in the, was it Kathy Hochul in New York, and was it that mayor? I mean, an idiot.
Upskilling careers now made possible through immersive environments. Crucial engine maintenance, perfected in simulated training settings. Coming back from an injury with training designed to sharpen skills and improve performance.
Oh, Walter, I know.
Being used every day.
Hey, shake my head, and you have our president going, there's no crisis at the border. I'm just sitting here shaking my head.
I'm hungry.
Walter, there's some people here from Mexico, but because I was on Social Security the other day, and I saw some people in there, their papers, you know, their immigration papers. They got one guy. I was sitting next to him. He came here from Mexico back in July. But Walter, I'm not going to comment on that, but I can tell you there's a bunch of Spanish people here. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with Spanish people, but Walter, maybe.
And Adam Cutter and Associates, people really do win. Injured defense attorney Adam Cutter, 382-0000, where winning is everything. Voted best law firm and best accident attorney in Las Vegas.
Let's see if AAA can take us somewhere fun. Let's go somewhere sandy.
John Fair, come on, man. Well, thank you, Governor John Farrell. Was it Murphy? He's not that bad. Well, duh, Walter. Of course the government shuts it down. Look at Biden, Walter.
Has now declared a state of emergency. Thousands of migrants have been attempting to cross the Rio Grande, a journey that is so risky the world takes around. A source tells CNN that some 3,000 migrants crossed into the U.S. near Eagle Pass just on Wednesday alone.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Over 3,000 crossed the Rio Grande just yesterday alone. Can you believe that? Over 3,000 in that one little area alone. Yesterday, Wednesday alone. Over 3,000.
Anyone in the city staff saying, hey, this is the federal government. We know what you're going through. We're worried about you. This is our plan of action. Nothing.
As you know, keeping thick razor wire that's along the border has not been deterring people from crossing. People who are desperately fleeing poverty and persecution. Families are even threatening their small children, as you can see here, through the tangled wires. Joining me now on this crisis, as you know, is former Homeland Security Secretary under President Obama, Jake Johnson. Mr. Secretary, thank you for being here. I want to talk about what are the potential
3,000 people one day in one little town. Can you believe that? Over 3,000? It's crazy.
First, Caitlin, I think it's important to remember that the people at the center of this storm, the migrants, are almost all helpless, harmless people who are desperate for a better life in America. They live in the most impoverished, violent regions of our planet and are desperate to get here, even if it means making a dangerous journey back to one.
Well, John, they come here to give birth.
So, the administration,
Then the thing is, they may be illegal women, John, but once the baby's born here in the United States,
that there's a right way and a wrong
then the
way.
kids are American citizens. I mean, that was shaking my
The
head.
numbers fell off dramatically in May, just when everybody thought that the numbers would go up dramatically.
Yeah, they come here, so the kids are American citizens. 'Cause I think that's a law. If a foreigner comes here to give birth, I think the kids become American citizens. So the mother may be from, let's say, Europe, but the kids born here in the United States, they're American citizens, but the parents, the mother ain't.
Like Venezuela, Guatemala, Honduras, Haiti, Cuba, the numbers are going to always revert back to their long-term trend lines. So the numbers are now up again. There's something like 177,000 crossings in July. I've heard something like
177,000 immigrants crossing in July.
So we need to address the underlying push factors. Otherwise, we're going to continue to be banging our heads against the wall, administration after administration after administration. They're going to keep coming, and there's no level of defense or wall or barbed wire that will prevent that, unfortunately.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because what we've heard from the Department of Homeland Security, obviously, which he used to run, is that in the next 3 months, 800 additional troops are going to be there helping National Guard members with things like ground-based detection, data entry, transportation, but not enforcement itself. I mean, is that enough?
Correct. The U.S. military in this country does not engage in domestic law enforcement. The most they can do is support the Border Patrol, support the Department
That's
of
sad, John. That's sad.
in its frontline border security.
Hey, remember, John, next election,
So, given the
vote
number
out your
of
people
states,
in
it's not
the
enough.
state
We're going to have
and the federal level.
underlying factors.
Vote them out.
There are aspects of our immigration policy that do serve as magnets.
It's
The wait
crazy.
time for an asylum claim, for example, is contributing to this problem. And I don't see this problem going away anytime soon, as long as there is this political polarization in Washington that prevents addressing the longer-term problem. There are solutions to this problem, Caitlin, but they are politically unobtainable as long as the factions in Washington are so deeply divided about this issue.
Yeah, I mean, the House Republicans aren't even passing spending bills, much less coalescing on immigration.
Oh, Walter,
And, one of the places that we're seeing play out is right here in New York City.
when I worked in Wyoming at Little Caesars, my hours got reduced to like 8 hours because where I worked, they hired 3 immigrants, kids, and yeah, and affected labor, and yep. Guess who took the hit? Me and a couple others.
The largest
Yeah, 8 hours. Can you imagine that? 8 hours a week, and the immigrants they get like 26, 28 hours a week. I mean, and plus over in Wyoming too, in Rock Springs, there was more people from. You can tell there was more coming in from Mexico, because most of the town was starting to get real bad with drugs, and yeah, my hours got greatly reduced because they hired three immigrant kids, and they gave them like 28 hours a week.
So what should they be doing differently? What does the administration need to do to help New York? And
Hey now, John, come on, man.
Well, DHS announced just in the last 24 hours or so.
Yeah, think of that. 28 hours they give the immigrants, but those 3 kids they hired. But yeah, I got reduced to 8 hours. I mean, you can't make money on that.
Contribute to the tax base, but more broadly, places like New York.
I mean, I was doing before they hired them. I was doing like
Need resources to provide shelter.
30-hour weeks, and I got paid bi-weekly. So you figure it out, 8 hours one week and maybe 10 the next week. I mean, you know, that's horrible. Exactly, John.
Step up and help these cities that are absorbing this problem in the interior of our nation.
Yeah, we'll see if that changes. I know
Yeah, Rock Springs became Little Mexico.
Former Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson, thank you for taking the time to join us tonight.
That place went to hell quick.
And you saw Champions for Change, a series playing out here all week on CNN. It is time to meet another one. My colleague Christian Amanpour is going to introduce us to an incredible Afghan journalist who was forced to flee her own home as the Taliban returned to power 2 years ago. But that means she has not stopped fighting on behalf of women in her country.
That there is a better way to
And you wouldn't like it either if you're working for a long ass time and your hours go from 30 hours or 40 hours a week down to like barely 8 hours one week and like 12 the next. I mean, you wouldn't like it. And to give all your hours to the immigrants, I mean, you wouldn't like it. I mean, me. Well, John, remember, Wyoming, Wyoming doesn't have that many people in the state, so, and of course, when there's an open state like that, you know where they all went, and plus the police in Rock Springs, they don't give a shit either. They only arrest you if you get drunk and you drive drunk. Other than that, they don't give a fuck. Yeah, but Wyoming's an open state. This is no population. It's so spread out. But yeah, that's why they all came to Wyoming. As you noticed around town, Walmart and the stores and everywhere, it's all mostly Spanish. They don't speak really English, any English. I mean, when people speak some English, but when they don't speak any English at all, and most of the license plates that lived in where we lived, it's all from like southern Texas, like Brownsville and San Antonio and Houston, and even an illegal immigrant, he dropped some papers outside in the courtyard, but he had some fake documents because he said he's a professor, but living in Mexico. I mean, why the hell would a professor? And it wasn't even his name either. I mean, it was like a picture taped to a passport. Yeah, he called himself a professor, but why the hell would you leave Mexico to come to Wyoming? I mean, really. But yeah, I took it to the police, and they said that shit was fake as hell. Wow, John, that's sad. Don't get me wrong, Las Vegas has a bunch of Spanish people, but you gotta understand, most of them come probably from Puerto Rico, probably Dominican, some from Mexico. Yeah, they're all not from Mexico. Then you got African Americans. I mean, Then you got.
Too many options.
You don't really see that too many Muslims here in Las Vegas. I saw like a couple, but and you see some Asians too, but yeah, most of the Spanish folks here are probably from Cuba, Dominican, Puerto Rico. But the valley's so big, but you can't really. But yeah, you can notice, but. Yeah, Wyoming has an open population because, like I told you all before, in Wyoming, towns are spread far apart. It's not like you live here in Nevada, like down here, and you have Summerlin, and you have Vegas, and you have Mesquite. But out in Wyoming, the towns are like spread far apart, and all that space. So of course they all come to Wyoming. Yeah, you wouldn't like it if all your hours were reduced, though. Oh, yeah, John, that's really bad.
She's quiet and very modest and humble, but you can see the fire there.
My colleagues, another independent journalist, they're taking a high risk.
But the thing you notice here in Las Vegas is the homeless population. When you got disabled people sleeping out on the middle of the sidewalk, and veterans out there, struggling, but then they give all these immigrants, the services like housing and money and, etc. And here they have sure, there might be some drug addicts and alcoholics, but it's not their fault. Because, some of them, they might have a record, they can't work, and, well, especially can't work because of, the immigrant situation, but, yeah, I've seen people sleep right out in the middle of Flamingo Road yesterday, right in the middle of the sidewalk. I mean, yeah, you have some veterans, and, yeah, it's really sad. And the churches around here won't help people because, like I said, they have a huge homeless problem, and they don't help you here. If you're homeless here in Las Vegas, and if you're not getting out of jail, and if you're not a recovering addict, or if you're not a single mother with kids, you're on your own. They don't help you, so that's sad for the veterans. They fought for this country. They can't even get help because of, I mean, it's sad.
It's so important to you, even as a young kid, that you were willing to take on that hardship.
Exactly.
Oh, welcome back, Irvin. John Ferrero, good question. Yeah, yesterday I was on Flamingo Road, right by Maryland, and yeah, there's this disabled guy. He just sleeping right in the middle of the sidewalk. Right in the middle of the sidewalk. Then he had a disabled guy in a wheelchair, and yeah, he was sleeping right in the middle of at the intersection of Flamingo and Paradise. I mean, it's sad. But yeah, the churches around here, they will not give anybody anything if you're not a recovering addict, if you're not a parolee, or if you're not a single mother with kids, you're on your fucking own. And that's pretty sad, and they should take care of the veterans first, and the disabled. But they have a huge homeless population. Walter, that's scary. The Chicago wants to do the same thing. They want to hire, southern border folks. God forbid. Yeah, veterans and disabled people should be taken care of first. No matter the situation. But if the person doesn't want any help, then move on. But if somebody really, really, really needs the help, then yeah, they should. If they should help everybody, no matter what, as long as you're not an addict. Because yeah, if somebody you know, they could really use the help. And these churches, I mean,
Such a special story, and to see her still
and
You can tune in on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
just,
The entire
oh, I know, John, they make all this money.
They're right here.
'Cause I know this one church, John Ferrer. I know the one church I go to with Stephen Campbell, and they have 2,000 people in that auditorium, and they have 5 services at 2 different churches, and they will not help anybody. 'Cause I tried to go there to get some food, and they told me nope. They will not give you food. I mean, the crossing at the church where Stephen Campbell goes to, they will not help anybody, even for food. But then they give stuff to the immigrants. I mean,
military allows me to establish a career. It's not that easy for everyone. Right out of high school, I signed up to join the Marine Corps. It's a relief for some when you first get home, but it's also.
I mean, that's why I really don't go to church usually because of I mean, why go to church? I mean, you know, they always say Jesus does this, Jesus does that. Well, they don't follow Jesus as Jesus' guidance.
They really appreciate it.
Yeah, the crossing though, they have 2,000 people at 5 services over 2 churches, and they can't even spare like $40 for like some food for somebody. I mean, you know, that's pretty bad. They go, we don't have any money. Like bullshit, they don't.
So to me, really, first thing here tomorrow is those powerful moments that you can create for somebody, and you can see it in their eyes.
I'm probably not gonna go to. I mean, I go to church this week because I like the Catholic church I found, but I don't know, man.
Airwick's limited edition fragrances are infused with natural essential oils.
But figure that out. 2,000 people, and they have 3 services on Sunday. The main church. Then they have 2 services at the other church in Midtown. You think about it.
Right by my house. Then her friend suggested I talk to a place for mom. They really opened my eyes. My advisor listened and understood his needs and showed us options that were still nearby, but a better fit for Kat. Now he's in a warm, engaging community with a big group of friends. I know he'll be a better choice.
For free senior living advice, go to aplaceformom.com.
All the United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans come with a U-Card. It's one simple member card that opens doors for what matters.
What if we need to see a doctor? We can help.
We got you. With Medicare Advantage's largest national...
Exactly, John. But there's this Catholic church I like to. I've been going to the past 2 weeks. And don't get me wrong, they're giving me food. And yeah, they actually gave me some money too because I had to get some shoes for work. I mean, they're really nice, and because I need some work shoes, you know, and they gave me some money. But yeah, they're very nice. And they're a big church too, but and they told me they couldn't do anymore because you know there's policy. But I understand that. But I even brought them back a receipt because they give money to people and they usually spend it on drugs. I went out and bought the shoes and yep, brought them back the receipt. Yeah, that's pretty sad though. 2,000 people in an auditorium for 3 services in another church they own, and it's a big ass campus at the crossing. It's a big ass church. I mean, it's like really big, and they can't spare $40. I mean, you know, that's pretty bad. Then they give you stuff for resources like, and I'm not a parolee, I'm not a drug addict, I'm not an alcoholic, and I'm not a single parent. And so yeah, you know, I felt insulted from that church. You know, just the attitude. Don't get me wrong, I like Stephen a lot, but his church owes me an apology because they insulted me and my mother. And Stephen's cool, but yeah, his church just, you know, the church staff offended me, and I tried calling the pastor yesterday. I had a question for them, and yeah, they never even called me back. So yeah, I'm not gonna go to that church until I basically get an, apology for feeling insulted. They basically called me a drug addict, you know, because they gave me this paper, and then you call the numbers and go, well, you have to be here 90 days. You have to be, like I said, a recovering addict, a parolee, I mean, I'm thankful I have a job. I'll be working next week, but yeah, it's pretty sad. You can't even get $40 for work shoes. They give you a hard time. I'm thankful for that other church. So I can. So I'm gonna write Stevens to have his number, and I'll just tell him, I'm gonna say, Steven, I'm not gonna come back to your church because the staff basically insulted us. Don't get me wrong, I like the service a lot, but their staff is so not very nice.
Objectively, American democracy is in perilous condition. The nation's politics are poisoned. Truth has become optional instead of desired or even required. The Republic has, of course, always faced threats to it, even before Rupert Murdoch. But so much of the current state of our democracy can be traced back to the beast of his creation. Good evening, everyone. I'm Abby Phillip, and Rupert Murdoch is stepping down as CEO.
But yeah, I got the shoes, I got a receipt, I went back to the church all the way over. Well, it's not too far away from here, but yeah, I went over, gave him the receipt, and yeah, because I'm honest, I wouldn't, because some people, they give them money, like a couple $100, and they go waste it on alcohol, or not me. They appreciate it too, because they say I'm like the only one that's like brought them back a receipt.
So did power, and so did the money. Fox became a mouthpiece for Republican
But then these churches give immigrants all that stuff,
and eventually a vehicle for his baseless conspiracies.
Maybe I should go to Mexico, cross the border illegally, and I'm an American citizen. Would they help me then?
Of this mission, 25 years.
I mean, really?
White supremacy, that's the problem. This is a hoax. We keep marrying other species and other ethnics and the Swedes have pure genes. I would say marry other Swedes, because that's the rule. Finns marry other Finns, so they have a pure society. In America, we marry everybody.
Asian people are not liberal, by nature. They're usually more industrious and hardworking.
You're a Muslim, so why did you write a book about the fall of Christianity?
Well, say you're a cocaine dealer. And you kind of look like one a little bit.
For all your kids watching at home, Santa just is white, but this person is just arguing that maybe we should also have a black Santa. But Santa is what he is.
Precisely is diversity or strength.
Well, I have something in common with Obama, and I don't even know what the big deal is. He's an African anyway. A fist bump, a pound, a terrorist fist jab.
Exactly, Irvin. Yep. That church though. I mean, they were so stingy about giving $40 for work shoes. And I showed them, they said I need work shoes. They were like, oh, you have to call this number. They gave me a number for like a drug addict and alcohol recovery line. What the hell is that going to do? If you call the Salvation Army, they go, you have to be here 90 days. That's going to do any good. Then you call this other place, oh, you have to be a parolee, or you have to be a mother, single mother. So yeah, his church insulted me. Then I call him, ask him a simple question yesterday for a prayer, and the lady goes, oh, we'll call you back. Nope, they haven't called me back, so sorry, Steven, I'm not going to come to your church until your staff apologizes. Yeah, because I don't do drugs, I don't do alcohol, I'm not an addict, I'm not a parolee, and I'm not a single mother, or dad. I don't have kids.
I used to think women just shouldn't be able to vote. Now I think at least liberal women should not be able to hold office. I'm telling you to shut up. But anyway...
you shut know your role and shut your mouth.
I'm sure you'll be happy to hear that, Chris. Thank you.
I saw some
Evil laughter. Evil laughter.
Oh, I mean, what's evil laughter?
You know, just the way her face contorted. Michelle Obama is so the Duchess when she speaks. She is because of it.
She needs to drop a few. Bill is the average American hearing. I'm President Obama. This is the way I feel. I feel like President Obama is just saying, hey, you know what? I got that. That $3.5 trillion budget that we're doing, you know, this.
The biggest myth of all time is that sweatshops are bad. By the way,
In some of these churches, they preach, they talk, they don't by the, you know, the gospel or their message is, you know, talk for talk.
I'm all for free speech and free rights, just not on December 25th.
As far as torture goes, at least in this controlled experiment, to me, this seemed like a pretty efficient mechanism to get someone to talk and then still have them alive and healthy within minutes.
Well, M&M's have returned.
You let everybody get married who want to get married. You want to marry a turtle, you can. Clearly, Nickelodeon is pushing a global warming agenda.
We ask why there's violence in our schools, but we've systematically removed God from our schools. Should we be so surprised that schools would become a place of carnage?
If the feds had not stripped us of our natural rights to keep ourselves safe by keeping and bearing arms, 9/11 would never have happened.
Explosive developments in the mysterious murder of former DNC staffer Seth Rich. If true, this could become one of the biggest scandals in American history and could mean that Rich could have been murdered under very suspicious circumstances.
This virus should be compared to the flu, because at worst case scenario, it could be the flu.
This was not and is not a pandemic.
We like the fact that there's a lot of cases in low-risk populations because that's exactly how we're going to get herd immunity.
These mRNA vaccines, the mRNA COVID vaccines, need to be withdrawn from the market now. No one should get them.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why I really don't go to church. I mean, this is like my third, as of last week, it was my third church service in like, probably a year. Yeah, we might go to church and they don't follow what they preach. It's all talk. And $40 for shoes, I mean, come on. When they insult you and tell you basically, without telling you that you're a drug addict, and go to a drug addict, call a drug addict number, and you know, that's really insulting. Don't get me wrong, in Vegas there's a bunch of, looks like, you know, drugged out people, but I'm not one of them.
Voting results in Venezuela for Hugo Chavez.
We have a machine, the Dominion machine, that's filled with holes in Swiss cheese, and was developed to steal elections, and being used in the states that are involved.
That is Fox News, 25 years of it, and of course, those last few clips are lies, and they cost Fox more than $700 million. Now you can cherry pick any outlets, blunders, mistakes, embarrassments, but the difference here is that what you saw are not anomalies. They are features, not above. And one of their tricks of the trade is repetition, daily, even hourly. If you say the talking point consistently enough, Americans become addicted to the outrage. In fact, in the case of January 6th, people blindly believed those talking points. They acted on them. And many of those defendants have testified in court before being sent to prison that was the case. Now, asked in a recent deposition whether the rationale for allowing those lies to spread on his platform was, quote, not red or blue, but green, Murdoch replied, correct. Now, in recent years, it's been reported that Murdoch has been furious with Trump. And it makes sense. His network repeated his lies, and it hit the kingmaker in his pocketbook. But Murdoch sewed that fabric, and he rewarded the loudest voices in the room. He had celebrated this idea that if someone called out a lie, and called it a lie, you're a liberal stooge, you're a hack, not to be trusted. You're woke.
That's kind of ironic. The Fox News CEO left.
It's working for his bottom line.
Kind of ironic.
But the question is tonight, at what cost? At what cost to America? And at what cost to all of us? Joining me now is conservative lawyer George Conway, CNN political commentator Anna Navarro, and staff writer for the Washington Post, Sarah Ellison. George, what has the cost been of all of this?
The cost is that you have our side.
What do you think, Irvin? Do you believe this? Do you believe the election in 2020 was stolen?
Try to present them with evidence.
I mean, it's.
They will turn it on. They will stop listening.
I mean, do you think? I mean, I'm not gonna get mad at you, but yeah. Do you think the election was stolen?
Or not.
What about you, Walter? Do you believe the election was stolen? For me, personally, no. People got tired of Trump's things about COVID. Remember during COVID, he tells people, "Oh, it'll go away. It'll be back to zero," and he tells people to ingest bleach and inject a laser. I mean, people got tired of it. But then instead of him, they get this idiot now. But
You all are both former Republicans, and you know.
this will never be allowed on Coach's channel.
I imagine you have been on Fox News.
This will never be allowed on this channel.
I have the distinct honor of never having been on Fox News, never having been invited to Fox News, never allowed to go to Fox News, because I think it's a cesspool of conspiracy theories and lies. Look, what is the cost to America? It's the cost to our democracy.
Right, Irvin, right.
It's the cost to truth and facts. The amount of people in this country who absolutely believe conspiracy theories. And you talk about the last few clips being true.
What do you think 2024 is going to be like?
For 6 full minutes, including conspiracy theories against the death of Seth Rich. That cost them money too. Remember?
Then you had January 6th happen and the hang Mike Pence.
The rise of racism, the promotion of CRT as some sort of evil thing going on that was threatening children, the homophobia against LGBTQ. I mean, it's been the cost.
This will never be allowed on Coach's channel.
More lies, less facts. It's just been, it's been a cesspool over and over, but it's been successful for Rupert Murdoch. If the measure is financial success.
What's your view on that? I mean, because as I just pointed out, it cost them money. That Seth Rich thing cost them money. The Dominion lawsuit cost them money. It may not even be over yet. How does that factor in?
I think some of that is the cost of doing business when you are in the business of promoting, when we talk about what they were saying during the aftermath of the 2020 election. What we learned from all of those documents that came out from the Dominion lawsuit was that they had to respect
And not get timed out, too, Irvin.
And I remember one of our headlines
Not get timed out.
They were fearful that if they told the truth, they were going to lose their audience. And I think this is an element of Rupert Murdoch sort of creating a viewership that wanted its product.
Probably Walter, probably.
In down to a $787 million settlement. So it did come back to bite.
So yeah, Sunday I'll do a stream. Not during the game though, but I'll try to stream during halftime. It's only gonna be a short stream though, probably like 10 minutes or so. But then after the game, the Aces game is over, I'll do a stream for the way home. Then I'm gonna walk to the monorail from Mandalay. So yeah, watch for a stream Sunday around games at 2 p.m. here in Las Vegas. So Urban, I don't know where you'll be Sunday, but yeah, just keep an eye out. But Walter, I don't know where you are, but if you're East Coast, look around after let's see, game's probably over 4 here in Las Vegas. So I say look after 7 p.m. But if you're in, and I'll stream for like an hour and a half. And I'm gonna walk from Mandalay, take the tram to the castle, then
The better his favorites.
oh yeah, Texas, but yeah, then they walk through the MGM, but then take the monorail home, then walk home. So I'd say about yeah, Sunday night. Yeah, I'll be home by the time the game starts. But I'd say about let's see, it takes you to walk through Mandalay. I don't think I'm gonna stream at Mandalay because I don't know what the buffering's like in there, but I'll probably stream on the tram. So I'll just start on the tram. But I'd say it's like a 5-minute tram ride, and you have to walk across the street. Then I'd say, let's just say at least a good 45 minutes to an hour on Sunday for the stream. But tomorrow I may be on, I may not be, but let's see, I may go swim in the pool tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm like really tired, and so yeah. Thanks to all of you for watching, and hope you enjoyed the movie before YouTube police decided to kick me off. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. And John Farrow, you missed the fun. YouTube police kicked me off because I showed my cousin Vinny. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and yeah, I might be on tomorrow, may not, but if not, you'll see me either Saturday or, but if not, maybe Saturday, but definitely Sunday. But so yeah, thank you all for watching, and time to go to bed.
I don't see them changing their. I mean, I think that
If I don't see y'all tomorrow, then I'll see you on Coach's stream. I'll be there.
Before we go, this is Murdoch's letter to his staff. He says most of the media is in cahoots with the elite.